So one of the things that is what we're looking to gain more awareness of and even become skillful at is discerning whether we are not taking our body somewhere because we're afraid or because it's uncomfortable, or whether we are actually paying attention to the body's information that no, we definitely don't want to go there because that's going to be hurtful to the body, right? So sometimes we don't go where we need to go because we're afraid, where it's a little uncomfortable, we don't want to deal with that discomfort. And that we need to work through. That's where we want to know, we want to actually kind of work that edge and work through that discomfort. But that being said, the other side of that is not going too far into something just because you think you have to, right? So those are the skills that yoga teaches us, and specifically in terms of how to communicate with the physical body and work with the physical body to become more aware of it, as well as to accept it exactly where it is. So coming into mountain pose again, let's work with the shoulders a little bit, because we often hold a lot of stuff at our shoulders, the tops of our shoulders, the base of our neck, and that area can actually tell us a lot if we're listening, right? It's usually speaking to us. I know it's always speaking to me. So let's roll the shoulders a few times like we've done before. A few times back, a few times forward. Maybe shake those arms out. And on that next in-breath, take those arms out, straight out to the side, palms down. And just take a moment to notice, as you took your arms out, did you lose balance through your lower body? Make sure you feel balanced. Even weight through the feet, maybe lift the toes again to regain that balance. Check in with your pelvis, trying to keep an upright pelvis. Notice if there's any leaning forward or leaning back, and see if you can be as upright as possible. Engage your core, lift that navel in and up to keep a nice strong core, but without being too aggressive, right? So we don't need to tense, we don't need to really hold that core tight, we just need to have enough engagement that it supports our body here. Good. So as you feel the arms out like this, notice, are they getting tired? Are they starting to complain? What's going on? Take a couple of breaths here. And on an exhale, bring them down nice and slow. Float them down. And then shake them out. All right, we're going to do that again. So on the inhale, the arms come up. And this time we're going to do a movement where we're going to rotate at the shoulders. So the shoulders rotate forward, and then they rotate back. And make sure you're rotating from the shoulders. It's not just the hands or the forearms going back and forth. It's the shoulders leading the movement, and the forearms and the hands follow that movement. So being very deliberate with the movement of the shoulders. Now, as you do that, you'll notice, and you probably can see me doing that, the rib cage, when we initiate from the shoulders, the rib cage naturally moves as well. So the rib cage might be also moving. The rib cage goes back when the shoulders come forward, and the rib cage comes forward when the shoulders go back. Couple more, and then slowly bring them down, shake it out once again. One more time, bring them up. Arms up, rib cage centered. So this time, do the movement, but see if you can keep the rib cage centered. Moving from the shoulders, but not allowing the rib cage to flow like it did before. It might be a little more challenging. It might even be a little uncomfortable, but see if you can breathe through it, as long as it's not painful. So this is where we want to discern. Is it uncomfortable and I can work through it? Or is it really something my body's saying no? And then you don't. You stop and you either don't do it or you modify. So see if you can bring the palms up. Rib cage stays nice and upright. Palms go up as best as you can. Breathe into wherever you're feeling sensation. One more breath here. Even if it's a little uncomfortable, even if you're holding tension, as you're breathing, see if you can lengthen just a little bit more. And then on the inhale, bring those arms up. Coming back into that upward salute, lengthen. So you might be able to bring your hands together and clasp them together and reach up by your ears, or maybe not, maybe they stay out, making sure the arms are not visible in your peripheral vision. right? So we want to have them back so they're aligned with our ears. Let's do a little side bending here. So even weight through the feet, lengthen through that upper body, and on the exhale, I'm bending to my left. You can bend to whichever side you want to bend first, depending on what your body wants to do. And as you bend, notice the shift in weight. Feel into it rather than think I'm going to side bend. So my weight immediately shifted to my left foot since I'm bending left. So let's even out the weight if your weight shifted into one foot. Breathe a couple more breaths. Maybe you go a little further, maybe you back off. Do you feel your lower back overarching? If you do, maybe you back off. Maybe you engage your core a little more. Pull that belly button in. These are all ways that the body is communicating to you. What is it telling you in this pose? Does it feel strong? Does it feel balanced? One more breath here. And then inhale, bring it up. Exhale, sweep those arms down. Shake it out. So if at any point you're uncomfortable holding the pose for as long as I hold it, again, listen to the body. If you can work through the discomfort, work through it. If it gets on that verge of, no, this is too far, this is not safe, you back out. Practicing that discernment, practicing the communication that you're receiving from your body. Back into the upward salute. Let's side bend to the other side. So as you feel into your side bend, again, notice the shifting of weight. Even out the weight through your feet, always wanting to stay balanced through those feet, grounded through those feet. Lift the toes if you need to. Breathe. How does the back feel? Engage that core if you feel tension in your back. Press down through your feet. Lift up through the upper body. Soften the face. How does the neck feel? Perhaps you explore moving the head to find the perfect position for your neck that feels comfortable, that doesn't feel harmful. Looking up might be one. Looking down might be one. Finding that perfect place of ease and effort, maybe a little challenging, but also feeling strong. One more breath, and then back to center. Exhale, sweep it down. And shake it out. All right, inhale. This time arms come forward. Standing twist. So as the arms come forward and working with the shoulders a lot, the other thing to notice is, do the shoulders have a tendency to kind of hunch, right? Am I lifting my shoulders, which is a common thing? So as my arms come up, are my shoulders lifting? Shoulders want to be down, even as the arms come up. So relax the shoulder blades down. Press those shoulder blades down, relax the shoulder blades down, and have your arms come forward. If that means the elbows need to bend a little bit, that's okay. So keeping the shoulders anchored, anchor down through your feet, anchor down through your shoulder blades, soft face, core is gently engaged, pull that belly button in and up, pelvic floor lifts as well, reaching gently through those arms. Now on an exhale, let's mindfully feel your way into your twist. I'm going to keep my arms parallel to each other as I twist to one side, and then I find my edge and I hold it there. Notice what I'm feeling through my feet. Is my balance there through my feet? Notice how you can feel this twist on your knees and through your legs and through your hips. All parts of the body feel this. Take a breath here, and on the exhale, come back to center. On the next inhale at center, then exhale, twisting to the other side. Find your edge. Feel into your twist. Don't allow your knee to feel strained. If you feel like you're bending your knee in order to twist, then don't twist so far. Try to keep the leg straight, but try not to create any strain in the knee. Communicating, the body is communicating with you. Are you listening? And then how are you responding? One more breath here. Maybe as you're in it, you might be able to go further as you hold it and breathe and things open up for you, or maybe you end up having to back off. Either way, it's all good. Next breath, come back to center. And exhale, release. And shake out those arms again. Whew. All right. So let's do a little flow here and combine those movements. On the inhale, bring those arms up, and then we're going to exhale. We're going to side bend to one side. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale center. Exhale arms forward. Take a breath when you're here, and then exhale, twist to one side. Inhale forward. Exhale the other side. Inhale forward. So we're going to keep doing that. Inhale. Exhale. At your own pace, see if you can kind of flow between the side bending and between the standing twisting. And can we make this really mindful? Can you feel your way through the movement? So we've been doing the poses kind of individually and pausing to feel. But if we've strung the poses together into a flow, into a movement, can we still feel our way into that? So for those of you who have done yoga before, this may really feel like Yoga 101. And if it does, that's okay. Because that's what it's meant to be. Because sometimes I think it's good to revisit fundamentals. One more set of this movement, wherever you are with it. You might be following along with me. You might be on your own pace. Again, feeling into it. And when you finish that last one, arms are going to be up again. Reach, lengthen, feel your lower body pressing down, upper body up. And on the exhale, bend those knees and gently swan dive back into that forward bend. Easing your way down, feel into your forward bend. Whether you're supporting your hands on your thighs, a block, the floor, wherever it is, notice where the edge is now. Where is your edge now? All right. On that next breath, bend those knees, engage the core. Inhale, bring it back up. All the way up. Exhale, soften, bring it down, and shake it out.